You are sitting at your kitchen table, Tuesday night, bank app open, and you are doing that thing. You know the thing, where you scroll through your transactions and think, where did it all go? The money came in. You did not go crazy, did not blow it on anything ridiculous, but it is just gone, and you cannot fully explain it. I have been there, more times than I can count, and here is what I eventually figured out. It was never about the big obvious mistakes. It was about 15 small habits I would either completely forgotten or honestly never learned in the first place. Habits that quietly build wealth on their own. Habits that most people walk right past without ever noticing. So let me walk you through them, not as a list you skim and forget, but as a timeline, because the order actually matters. The person who starts habit 1 in January looks radically different by December than the person who never started at all. Habit 1. Look at the real story your money is telling, not the story you think, the real one. Export the last 60 to 90 days of transactions. Every coffee, every subscription, every automatic charge you forgot existed. That raw data tells the truth about your money, not the story you tell yourself. Most people are genuinely shocked by what they find, not because they are reckless, just because they have never actually looked. Habit 2. Stop letting your money sit in a dead account. This one quietly costs people real money every single year. The FDIC national average savings rate was sitting at just 0.38% PBLI as of mid-2025, while top high-yield accounts were offering 4% to 5% PBLI as of early 2026. On a $10,000 balance, that is a difference of $360 to $460 in extra interest per year. No extra risk. No extra investing. You are just moving money to where it actually works for you. That is it. Habit 3. Automate before your brain gets involved. This is the one people hear, nod at, and then never do. Research from Raymond James in early 2026 found that one of the most consistent traits among strong savers is automation. They remove the need for willpower by having savings transfer automatically before they can spend it. And here is the thing about willpower. It runs out. Every single day. Automation does not. Habit 4. Pay yourself before you pay anyone else. Oldest wealth habit in the book. Still, the most forgotten. Instead of saving whatever is left after spending, you treat savings like a non-negotiable bill, something that comes out first, before anything else. According to CPS investment advisors, paying yourself first means allocating income into savings or investments before managing any other financial obligation. It sounds simple, but almost nobody actually does it. Habit 5. Kill lifestyle creep before it kills your future. This one is sneaky. As income increases, lifestyle expenses tend to rise with it. That is lifestyle creep, and it is why a lot of high earners still feel broke. A household earning $150 that saves 20% will build more wealth than one earning $250 that saves just 5%. Every raise is a decision point. You can let your lifestyle absorb it, or you can build with it. Most people let their lifestyle absorb it without even realizing they made a choice. That is the part that gets me. It is not a conscious decision. It just happens. Habit 6. Cancel the subscriptions you forgot you have. I know. Sounds like small stuff. But that $10 monthly subscription you forgot about? $120 a year. Several of those, and it compounds fast. You cannot build a wealth foundation with a dozen invisible holes in the bucket. Habit 7. Make tax-advantaged accounts your default move. People treat this like it is advanced strategy. It is not. Consistent, automated contributions to tax-advantaged retirement accounts are one of the most structurally efficient ways to build wealth over time. Growth inside these accounts is either deferred or tax-free, which means compounding works on a larger base. For 2026 specifically, the 401k limit is now $24,500, up from $23,500 in 2025. And if your employer offers matching, not capturing every available dollar is like declining a raise. Literally free money. Left on the table. Habit 8. Stop making financial decisions in emotional states. This one is massive. panicking and selling during a market drop, making a big purchase when you are stressed. These are wealth destroyers. The fix is simple. Sleep on big decisions. Make them when you are actually thinking clearly. I used to make almost every financial decision when I was anxious, stressed about not having enough, and that is the worst possible moment, which is wild because it is exactly when most people make them. Habit 9. Treat tax planning as a year-round habit, not a once-a-year panic. April is not a tax strategy. April is just when you see the result of your strategy or your lack of one. Maximizing tax-advantaged accounts, making strategic Roth conversions during lower-income years, planning proactively. Over time, these decisions can matter just as much as investment returns. Treat it as ongoing, not annual. Habit 10. Simplify your financial life so you can actually see it. I wish someone had told me this earlier. Over time, most people accumulate accounts without much strategy. 401k here, couple of IRAs there, a handful of taxable accounts. That fragmentation creates friction, makes it harder to see the full picture. The solution is consolidating where it makes sense and cutting accounts that do not have a clear purpose. The goal is not minimalism, it is clarity. When your financial life is easier to see, it becomes easier to manage. Habit 11. Invest consistently, not perfectly. People wait. They wait for the right moment, the right conditions, the right amount. And while they are waiting, the investors who actually build wealth are not the ones predicting market corrections or election outcomes. They are the ones who stay consistent while everyone else reacts emotionally. Consistency beats timing, every time. Habit 12. Read about money like your future depends on it, because it does. This was the one that genuinely changed things for me. Thomas Corley, author of Rich Habits, found that 88% of self-made millionaires read for self-improvement, daily, finance, psychology, leadership, biographies. Nobody taught me this growing up. I had to figure it out myself. And once I started reading about how money actually works, not just saving tips, but the psychology behind it, everything shifted. Habit 13. Build your emergency fund before anything else. I know it sounds basic, but without this, every other habit falls apart. Most financial experts recommend 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. A lot of people start smaller, $500 to $1,000, and build from there. Because the moment an unexpected expense hits and you have no buffer, every good decision you have made gets undone instantly. Now here is where it gets interesting. The thing I did not expect to find when I started putting this together. Habit 14. Wire your future self into your present decisions. This is the most underestimated habit on this entire list. Behavioral research keeps showing that long-term financial outcomes are shaped less by what people know and more by how they relate to time, specifically the gap between who they are right now and who they will be in 10 years. High savers are not necessarily more disciplined. They have just structured their choices so temptation rarely becomes the decision point at all. Automatic contributions, delayed payment windows, small friction added to impulse spending, that is behavioral architecture, not self-denial. The goal is making the default option a future-focused one, so the moment of choice never feels like a sacrifice. Think about what it costs you to not build this. Every time you rely on willpower to make the right financial call, you are gambling with the most depleted resource you have at the end of a long day. Habit 15. Build your financial life like a system, not a mood. This is the last one, and honestly, it is the one that pulls everything else together. Simple automatic rules, automatic deposits, quick quarterly reviews, so your money system basically runs itself. Managing money is not just about earning more. It is about making better decisions with what you already have. From paying off high-interest debt to building savings and avoiding lifestyle creep, today's habits determine tomorrow's security. But here is what nobody tells you about systems. You do not build them when you are motivated. You do not build them when you feel financially confident. You build them on a random Tuesday when you are tired and slightly annoyed, and your bank app is open and you are wondering where all the money went. That Tuesday is the moment. Right there. Not when you feel ready. So here is what I actually want you to take away from this. Not a checklist. Not a resolution. Just one real thought. The reason these 15 habits feel forgotten is not because they are complicated. The personal savings rate in America dropped to just 2.6% in April 2026, down from 5.8% just a year earlier. The habits are simple. The system is simple, but nobody ever walked you through them in order. Nobody connected the dots and showed you that habit 1 makes habit 7 possible, and habit 7 makes habit 14 inevitable. That is the gap. Not income, not intelligence, not opportunity, understanding. And now you have it. The only question is whether you do something with it tonight or wait for a better time that never actually comes.